Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to tell you about how I'm living a life of a dream, working remotely and traveling. The first destination we went to is Mexico. I'll tell you why later in the video. Yeah, so how it all started. When I was at school, I read this book, 4 Hours Work Week, and I was thinking, that's so cool, this guy working remotely, he's traveling, and I always wanted to do that. And now I finally work remotely and I can do that. So we decided to go to Mexico. Why? Because it's cheap, it's close to Canada, and it's warm. And it's actually really hot. Yeah, I wouldn't say that it's warm, it's really hot. Yeah, so what did we have to do to go? Yeah, just basic stuff, honestly. Like PCR test to prove that we are not, don't have COVID. It's done 3 days before the flight. So we had to buy the test first, then register at the pharmacy, find the location, then representative was calling us and was scheduling the test for us. Then you go there, they tickle your mouth, they tickle your nose, and then you get the result. So what else did we need? We need the bank. Only one bank that exists in Mexico and Canada. I think there are two. One of them is Scotiabank, so we had to set up an account. They didn't set up it properly, of course, because probably someone who was working at the bank was super new. So yeah, I'm still dealing with this. We're like 1 month in and I'm still dealing with my bank. But the reason why we set it up is that to withdraw pesos, so Mexican pesos, actually pretty cool. They're like 20s. Most of them are paper. Yeah, I have some paper ones. Most of them are paper, but some of them are plastic. I think it look pretty cool. Maybe I'll keep some for next one. It's 500 pesos. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Now this blur covering it a little bit. Yeah, so we did this. So when we withdraw money or we pay for something here, also applied, so no charges and no fees, and this like no transaction fees, but some exchange fees, which is fine. And another thing we did, applied for credit card. So in case bank didn't work, we didn't. I'm using credit card right now. I don't know how I'm gonna pay it, but I guess I'll figure it out. What else did we do? Yeah, just set up the phone. We set up their Business Connect. So basically, I'm calling from my Vancouver number, but from Mexico, and there are no long distance charges. Yeah, so spontaneous decision we're really rushed, didn't prepare for it really well, but it all turned out really good actually. So we were flying through Los Angeles. Airport is huge. But one thing about this airport, all seats have the stupid handles between every seat, so I could not sleep there. And I have migraines all the time. It's really important for me to get a night's sleep. So it took us like 1.5 or maybe 2 hours to find a couch. We like walked 10 kilometers this day to actually like find this couch, so I got some sleep. Next time we're not getting a flight when we have to stay there at night, but now we know it was a cheap flight, only like 200 each, and we paid the rest with this air miles. Yeah, now we know. And another thing, when we came to Mexico in the airport, the first thing we noticed how they're selling stuff. So they're literally attacking you. The only things they don't do, they don't grab your hands, but I wouldn't be even surprised like if they grab my hand and like, do you want a taxi? Do you want this tour? Do you want a snorkeling? Or like, I don't know, stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, honestly. Yeah, and another thing we noticed when we came here, it's hot. It's hot. We wouldn't be able to live without AC. And even though that the attacking the airport, we're like smart, we read things in advance, and actually to avoid this crazy sellers, you just need to cross the bridge from the airport. And we went to Puerto Vallarta, so cross the bridge from Puerto Vallarta and order an Uber. Uber works really well here, and also another application, it's called InDriver. So this application also is really good here, and they both pretty safe, but everyone is using Uber, and we got so lucky. Uber driver became our friend. He's helping us with everything. He's telling us when people giving us high prices, because when they see white skins, they think like America, rich, and they call us gringos, and they think we have lots of money, and they give us like really high prices. And our friend telling us what's cheap, what's good price. He helped us to find furniture for the apartment. I'll tell you in the next video how we found an apartment. It was such a hassle. Oops. Yeah, something going on outside. So we got really lucky with our Uber driver. And the first time we got in the car with the driver, we noticed how crazy driving is here. Oh my god, if you've been like, I never been in India, but I remember driving in Russia. It's pretty crazy, but here I wouldn't drive, honestly wouldn't drive. And half of the cars have like multiple dents and damage, a lot of old cars. Puerto Vallarta seems like yeah, even though like it's a third world country, but it's still a nice city, but it's still very poor city. Other cities like Mexico City, Guadalajara, they look so much more modern, remind me of Vancouver more, but the city is like cute old houses, lots of dogs by the way. Yeah, and a lot of people, they're like all mellow, but I can tell they're living in like really small apartments, so it's a poor country. Yeah, you can tell, but still looks cute. Yeah, another thing that we noticed that you can drink water here. So we noticed it when we moved into our first Airbnb. By the way, it's so beautiful. Oh my god, it's amazing. It's $100 a night, which is I think pretty expensive for Puerto Vallarta, but it's a season. And yeah, but it's worth it. It was so beautiful. I'll film another video telling about how much everything is here and maybe how to save and stuff like that. Yeah, and also another thing we noticed is time difference. Time difference is awesome. I love it. Puerto Vallarta is 2 hours, 2 hours ahead. Yeah, I guess ahead. So when it's 8 a.m. in Vancouver, it's 10 a.m. in Puerto Vallarta, which means we're going to the gym every morning. It usually takes us like 2.5 hours, and we go before I start working. So we're done with the gym, and it's like 10:30 in Puerto Vallarta, which is pretty comfortable to finish gym. It means we need to like leave house at like 7:30, but it's only 8 a.m. or 8:30 in Vancouver, and I start working, which is really good. In Vancouver, I wasn't able to wake up that early, and now we adjusted to the time difference. It feels really good. But when I finish working, it's really dark. So, and right now we live not by downtown and not by like places where you can actually go out. It's kind of disadvantage, but I'll tell you in another video how we found an apartment, how it looks like, and everything about it. So subscribe to watch another video. You'll like it. All right, what else? What else we noticed? I already said that it's a poor country, and like you can tell the difference. And yeah, but it's still pretty comfortable. And I don't know why, but people, they're cleaning the streets every day. So whoever owns like a shop or like just has their house close to the street, they cleaning it every morning, which is really nice. And for some reason it's much dirtier here than in Vancouver. So like if I had time, I would mop the floor every day to make sure it's always clean. I never done it in Vancouver actually. All right, what else? I really like food here. My favorite like tacos, beef, pastor, like any meat tacos with a little bit like guacamole or something on it, and quesadillas. These cheese quesadillas, they put mozzarella cheese. Oh my god, they're so tasty. I could eat it every day, but I'm counting calories and I can't feed lots of quesadillas. So we were eating this like first week non-stop. We both I think gained weight. But it's okay now. We're going to gym every day, and I hope I lost even a little bit of weight. That's my goal. Yeah, and price of food actually is pretty good here. It's 2 or 3 times cheaper than in Vancouver. Some things that are imported, they're the same price or a little bit more expensive. Like let's say Red Bull. I always drink it because I have migraines. It's a little bit more expensive, and it's so dusty. When we bought it at the store, it was so dusty. I can tell no one buys it. I don't even know why they have it. And eating out here is also really nice. It's much cheaper. Watch my another video when I'm telling about how cheap it is, but it's pretty cheap. Sometimes it's like, I would say usually, unless it's like just a food stand with tacos. If we go to a nice place, like 10 bucks per person with drinks, with food and stuff. If it's a very nice place, maybe like 15-20 bucks per person. If it's a taco stand, I don't know, $1 per taco or something like this, like $2 per taco, and it's a good size, so I usually like 3 is enough for me. So it's pretty cheap. There are very nice areas in Puerto Vallarta. One of them is Zona Romantica. Very nice stores, boutiques, restaurants. Everyone is like hanging out, people going there to have fun, and it's only place where I feel like I can wear some jewelry and wear something nice, because in other places I try to kind of hide it, make sure like people don't look at me like on gringo. Gringos, they call gringos all white people who like they think have money, and they give you gringo prices because they think you have money. So, and actually first week I didn't carry my phone with me, so I have like a little phone which is pretty old. I'm actually using it as my mic. I don't know why, because I couldn't connect it to my main phone. And I have my main phone, which is a little bit better with a good camera. I didn't carry it for the first week because I didn't want to like people notice it and steal it. So we were a little bit careful about it. And if we are in a regular area, I don't wear nice clothes, something like really simple. So now I feel more comfortable, and like area where we live, people kind of know us because we go to the gym every morning, and we like doing something at night. Sometimes people see us and people know us. Another very nice area in Puerto Vallarta is Malecon, just a beach with some restaurants. And one time we went in the evening, actually 2 times, we saw baby turtles. Oh my god, it was so cute. And we were holding them, we were putting them in the water. They're so small and they're like actually really strong. Yeah, so it was so nice to see that. And we came here at the end of October, in the beginning of November, when in Vancouver or in Canada it's a Halloween, but here the Day of Death. So apparently it's when they thinking about people who died before, kind of memory of those people, something like this. But at the same time, people are still dressing up as for the Halloween. So I still don't understand, is it something like fun, or is it like a sad event? So, but it seems like it's something like a good day. People kind of celebrate it. Something like this. I don't even know if there is maybe Thanksgiving. It's kind of the same mood when we celebrate Thanksgiving, and the same mood when we celebrate Day of the Death. Really hard to tell. Or like in Russia, we always remember the day when Second World War started and when it ended. We also celebrate it, but it's not a fun event. We're not like drinking and hanging out and having fun. It's just something that we remember about people who actually gave us freedom and won the war, right? Like hard to explain. Yeah, and yeah, it was very interesting to see this culture, what people doing, and that's why we came here actually for a longer time, not just, we're kind of still a tourist, but we're trying to not live as a tourist, just to learn the culture. We started to learn language. It's actually so hard for me. I don't know why. Like it took me a long time to learn English, and it's still not perfect. And somehow it's hard to learn third language. Everyone like telling that it's easier to learn third language, but no, it's not. I don't know why. But why it might be easier is that some words are similar, but not many, just some of them. Yeah, so we're trying to do that. Maybe at the end of 2 months, we're trying to stay here for 2 months. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we will speak Spanish, probably not fluently, but we will see. And right now I'm already filming from the new apartment, not from our first Airbnb. And in the next video I tell you about how we found an apartment, how much it is, how to find it, what areas to find it at, and how much everything costs. So subscribe and see you in the next video.